Guys, welcome back. Day number 3 on the road to $1,500 this week. We're currently sitting at $490 with 11 cents. So we're about 10 bucks behind schedule, really. But I have a feeling today will be a good day, even though so far it has not. We've been online since we've been on since 9:45. It's currently 10:15, and I haven't gotten any offers yet. So I'm sitting in the prime spot. There's Einstein Bagels right here, Le Madeleine's right here. McDonald's is like 2 minutes down the road. So I'm hoping we get something soon. But yeah, yesterday was kind of a small L, if you would. Look at this. Look at these orders. 225. No, we're not doing those. But yeah, yesterday was just a little bit slow. I think if I would have been able to dash longer, I think we could have made 200 for sure. Maybe even 250. You never know. But I had a soccer game with the boys. We did take an L at the soccer game also. So yesterday was just not a good day overall. But today's a brand new day, so let's get it. Quick update. We've been online for almost an hour. Currently 10:40 in the morning, and I've declined 4 orders. Just got paused because every order is super crappy. So coming out early this morning, I guess was an L. I don't know. But at least we're already out here for lunch. So. It is what it is. We'll catch you guys on the first delivery. Guys, we just dropped off our first order from Chipotle. It was less than a mile. Great order, $6.25, less than a mile, like I said. And it ended up being $7.25. So hey, at least we have an order in the books. So hopefully this is a start, because breakfast was awful. So hopefully lunch will be better. We'll see you guys in the next order. It's currently 11:10 in the morning, and we finally have our next order here from Nando's. It was showing 2032. It looks like a catering order, 3 miles, so hopefully the food's ready. But yeah, we needed this for sure because, again, we started at 9:45, currently 11:12. We've only done 1 order, and that's not because I'm being picky or anything. That's just because of order. I'm not going to take a 225 order, Nobody should, really. But anyways, let me get this picked up. We'll see you guys back on the road. Guys, we got the food all picked up. It did take a while. So like I told you earlier, Nando's is one of those places that if you go and the food's not ready, you're going to wait. But I understood it was a big order. I'm not going to complain, obviously, because I know when I had at least 20 bucks guaranteed. But yeah, we're on the road now, about 7 minutes away or 2 miles from the drop-off. So we'll see you guys. Just dropped it off. The one good thing about Nando's taking a long time is that I was for sure gonna get the on-time pay, which we did. We just dropped it off, so the order ended up being like almost $35. And then right away we got this order here from Noodles & Company. The main reason why I took it is because one is showing the double digits, 11.15, but I also know that Noodles & Company, the food's always ready. They're trying to stack it up with a $4.38 order, but yeah, we're not gonna do that. So that's like you doing somebody a favor, I'm not doing them any favors. Anyway, so we're going to be there in about 4 minutes, so I'm glad that we got the big order, put us back on track. Basically made me coming out for breakfast somewhat worth it, I guess. But yeah, so we'll see you in the drop. Pulling up to the Noodles & Company, look at the offer Five Guys just sent me. 17 items for $2.50, 1 additional mile. There's no way I would ever take this. You could argue maybe they'll give you a cash tip, but why even risk it, So we're going to decline that for sure. And then after that, they sent me this stack offer from Five Guys, which we did accept, showing $6 for basically not even a mile additional because it's on the way. So that to me could have a hidden tip, $6, as a stack offer. If that's what was shown for the 17 item one, I would take it. Because I would be like, there's the off chance that maybe I will have an extra tip on there. But for it to show $2.50, nah, there's no way. Anyways, let me get this food picked up. We'll see you guys back on the road. We got both orders all picked up. You know what's crazy? So I went to the Five Guys, right? And then my boy Amir, I know him well enough, He doesn't watch the videos, doesn't matter. He's a dasher. He's actually on the phone and he's telling the customer, hey, is there a tip on this? This is a big order. And I could hear her saying, yeah, we got a cash tip. He's the one that took the order. Because I was like, hey man, did you get that crazy order for $2.50 for like 17 items? And then he didn't say anything and his phone rang. So he actually texted them and he asked, hey, did you guys tip? Because it says $0. Obviously, if it shows $2.50, then there's no tip. And they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to give you cash. And he was like, what's a big order? And they were like, yeah, we're going to give you cash. And he was kind of like, you don't have to. It's up to you. I'm just asking. Which I thought was hilarious. I mean, I laughed and he was still on the phone with her. So I'll send him a text later and be like, hey, man, like, did you really ask them if they were gonna tip? And why would you even take that chance? But anyways, the crazy part also is my Noodles & Company order had a pickup time of 11:30. It's currently 11:55. And it's not even the first one that I have to drop off because that one's further down. So maybe they'll be mad. I don't know. But so far, it's been a crazy lunch. At least, you know what, I'm in a much better mood because the breakfast really soured my mood early on. The fact that it was so dead. But just this thing going on here with my boy Amir and Five Guys thing, that was hilarious. Can't believe he actually took the order and then called the customer and said, "Hey, are you tipping?" Sorry, this camera keeps moving. Kind of annoying, but yeah, we'll see you guys at the drop. The food all dropped off, and I'm having a lot of interesting interactions today with people. So the first one being with my boy Amir from Five Guys earlier, and then now with this customer. So they didn't put a suite number, right? So I'm calling, I'm blowing them up, and it's an office phone because you can tell because I asked like a prompt, like "Thank you for calling," whatever office is, right? But she's not answering, so I put the timer on. It's only 2 minutes. I'm like, you know what? It's not too bad. I can wait 2 minutes. When there's like 30 seconds left, this guy comes out, and my order's for Jen. It says Jen, right? And he's like, "Hey, is that for Jennifer?" And I said, "Maybe," you know. And then he's like, "Yeah, she sits beside me. Her phone has been going off. She told me her food was coming, but it said 8 minutes away. But then her phone started ringing, and she's in the bathroom." And I said, "You know what? The GPS thing kind of maybe isn't the most accurate sometimes." So I've seen that from personal experience. When I've ordered DoorDash, there'll be a dasher here, and then the next second he's like all the way gone. You know, so I gave him the food. Hopefully nothing happens. He seemed trustworthy enough. You know, now we're 4 minutes away from the other drop off. But yeah, it's just been a funny lunch so far. So and the only plus that is putting me in a great mood. And then hopefully we can just keep this going and get more orders and then knock out the goal of 250. Let's go. Dropped off the second order here. It was 11:15, just like it was shown. We're making our way back to the town center, hoping to get something along the way. So far, no luck. Just a bunch of garbage orders, which we're not taking. We're currently sitting at $59.32. So we had a nice little bounce back. Obviously, the big order definitely helped. But even without it, I think it picked up enough that we would have made some ground. But yeah, so I'm pretty pleased where we're at currently. But I'm hoping it picks up. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We're heading back to Nando's, but it was my mistake. I thought it said 750 for 1.8 miles. But when I looked at it again, after when I took the screenshot, I clicked on it by accident, and it says 3.8 miles. So, we're going to go ahead and take it. One, because I'm already here. And two, because I actually know the customer. Well, I don't know her, but I know she always orders, and she always tips more than what is always shown. So I have a feeling it's going to be like 9 maybe at the end. So we're going to go ahead and risk it. Plus it'll keep us active. I just parked anyway, so we'll see you guys on the road. Just dropped off the order, and I knew she was going to tip more, which she did. It ended up being $8.25, so we're currently sitting at $67.57, currently $12.40 in the afternoon. So we got ample time to at least do one more before 1 p.m. And I just feel really good about today. I'm in a really good mood. Nothing but positive vibes this way. Hopefully I don't have to go to a high school. Again, like yesterday, because I don't go to schools, I don't go to hospitals. I'm sorry, I don't care how good the offer is. Hospitals are a headache. Same thing with schools. Not always. The schools are not always. If you have good directions and they give you good instructions and they work with you, but if it's just like the address of the school doesn't say what door to go to and all that stuff, that's when it's a pain in the ass. But anyways, making the way back to the town center. We'll see you guys on the next. It looks like the slow time has come a little bit early today. Currently 12:50, and I haven't had an order, not even an offer, since I last checked in, which was like 15 minutes ago or like 10 minutes ago. So when this order came across from Subway, we took it. I think it's showing like 2.5 miles at the most. I'm like a mile away from the Subway anyways. So yeah, I mean, not the biggest fan of Subway because they can be a little bit slow. But this Subway, it's slow, not in the sense of like they're slow, but the restaurant itself, it's not very busy, so it's slow. So whenever I get there, the food's usually always ready. I'm about a minute away, so we'll see you guys then. Just dropped off the last order from Subway, ended up being $6.25. Then I got this order from Total Wine showing $10.75. I think it was like 4.5 miles. I'm only taking it because, again, it is kind of like, it just slowed down. It just nosedived. It was like, consistent offers, some good ones, some bad ones. I think I don't know where just, it died. So when I saw $10.75, double digits, it's not going to take me very long. That's like the biggest thing with me and taking orders is how fast can I complete them, because then I free myself up to doing more orders. So we're gonna go ahead and get this picked up. We're 3 minutes away. It's only like a couple of items, so I should be able to get that shot for fairly quickly, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we just delivered the latest order from Total Wine. It had a $7.75 base pay, which is pretty up there. I mean, she only tipped $3, but I can't blame her. She got like a bunch of cheap stuff, Anyways, quick question for you guys. What navigation do you use? I love Google Maps, especially because it tells me when you're coming up to a house if it's going to be on the left or the right. I used to be big on Waze, so I'm big on Waze when I'm going somewhere like for my personal life. But if I'm dashing, Google Maps is the way to go. I know some people love Apple Maps. I mean, I have Apple Maps on my old phone, and I just wasn't a big fan of it. I feel like it was like a washed down, cheaper, crappier version of Google Maps, you know. But anyways, making my way back to the town center. Currently 1:25 in the afternoon. We're sitting at $85. So hopefully by 2 o'clock we'll at least be at $100, which will be a lot better than yesterday. But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next delivery. The next order here picked up from the Bento House, 625. I think less than 2 miles or 2.5 at the most. Now, it took me a while to pick this order because where the building is located, there's a couple of buildings I don't go to because they're a pain in the ass to get in, you know, or I have no signal. Nothing worse than being somewhere and you can't complete the order, right? But this isn't one of those buildings, but I had to make sure, so I had to like zoom in, do all these other things. But anyways, we're about 5 minutes away from the drop-off. It is handed to me. Hopefully, Mr. Alex here is ready for us when we get there in about 5 minutes. But we'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, get the last order dropped off here from the Bento House. Currently sitting at 9107. It's 2 o'clock on the dot. So again, we're doing pretty good. It is kind of slow, you know, so we're definitely going to be very mindful of what we declined. Obviously, they just tried to send me an order that was it was two orders, right? 2 orders, and it was showing $9. Now, I think it's honestly just a little bit disrespectful to send you 2 orders for $9. Like, really? Even if it's only 2 miles, for it to be 2 orders, it's going to be at least $10, you know? Anyways, we'll see you guys after about 20 minutes. We finally have another order from Nando's. It was showing 650, 3 miles. Not the greatest, really. But then they stacked it from a Potbelly, $6, 1 more mile. So we definitely went ahead and accepted both of those. I'm currently on my way there right now. My app is being weird. It's acting like if it's my first time dashing. Like, you know, like the navigation reset it. All the other zones that I don't dash in are showing up on my schedule. And that's a key thing in my area. You have to schedule, because if not, there's no slots. There's rarely I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's rare for me to like be able to just dash now, you know, especially like random times during the day. Obviously for lunch and dinner if it's busy, yeah, but if I randomly want to dash at like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock, it's probably not gonna happen. We got the orders all picked up. We had a small issue with my Potbelly order, mainly because the lady ordered 4 chicken pot pies and the larger size, and they didn't have enough to fill the 4 orders. The guy was like, it's gonna be about an hour, but if she takes the smaller cups, I have enough for that. And I was like, okay, well, let me call her, because I'm not gonna wait an hour. So I call her. She doesn't pick up, of course. I think DoorDash should be able to make it so when you call customers, it'll show up in the caller ID as like DoorDash, so they know that DoorDash is trying to get a hold of them. You know, instead of that random 650 number from California that no one's gonna pick up. You know, but she did have the new in-chat features. I sent her a message, crickets. So I made the executive decision of getting her the small bowls, the small cups. And then it is handed to me, so when I hand it to her, I'll explain to her that maybe she can get a credit or a refund from DoorDash. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there and wait, you know, 10, 20 minutes for her to get back to me. So, anyways, we'll find out in a few minutes. Alrighty, guys, we got both orders dropped off. That second lady was kind of weird. She said, I didn't even order DoorDash. And I was like, she's like, I ordered Potbelly. And I was like, oh my God, one of those customers. So I told her, miss, your food is here. Have a nice day. So maybe her daughter ordered it for her. I don't know. But we got that delivered. So, and we're over the $100 mark, sitting at $107.32, only $2.52. So I think we're on pace. I don't want to jinx myself either. But yeah, currently, like I said, 2:50 in the afternoon. We're going to make our way towards the Total Wine, mainly because that's the closest shopping center to where I'm currently at right now. And hopefully we get something along the way. And if not, we'll just go to the town center and chill. But we'll see you guys in a little bit. Little update here. I did this one order off screen because I was on the phone, but it was from on the counter. It was showing 725, almost 4 miles on the surface. Not great, right? but it was super, super dead. And then to my surprise, when I delivered it, it had a $20 tip. So, and that was a win. Now we're sitting here at the Bento House parking lot. We just got this order showing 625, going 1.4 miles. So that's also like a guaranteed, an automatic yes. Anyways, currently 3:53 in the afternoon. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. The latest order here from the Bento House. It ended up being 825. So that was a great order for 1.5 miles. And I forgot to mention, we already crossed the 125 mark. So we're more than halfway there to our goal of 250. Currently at 137 with 82 cents. So hey, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I don't want to. I think, you know why? I think since I'm wearing this Caruso sweater, man. That's my guy. Shout out to Caruso. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just go to the garage. I'm already in the town center. So we'll see what happens. So you guys, currently 425. We haven't taken an order. But as I say that, I cannot make this up. We're going to go ahead and take this order here from Total Wine. Best order I've seen in a while. 1350, 4 miles, all day. Yes, sir. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and get that picked up. See you guys in a bit. Get the order all picked up here from Total Wine. It didn't take us very long. They didn't have a lot of bottles, but I didn't realize Snoop Dogg made wine, and his face is actually on the front of the bottles, so they were super easy to find. But yeah, currently about 9 minutes away from the drop-off, and then yeah, we'll keep it going from there. But so far, we're having an awesome day, and I'm telling you, if you have a Total Wine in your area and you get Total Wine orders, don't be afraid. It's a lot easier now because not only do you not have to scan the ID most of the time anymore, the customer does that on their own now with the new verification. Or basically, you'll get a picture on the app of their ID with everything blurred out except like their birthday and their photo, So it tells you to verify. So the way that I do it, honestly, I look at their face. But most people come out with their ID anyways, so you can do like a quick little glance. That's basically it, and then you verify it, and then you're good to go. Before it was like you had to actually scan it, and that became more of a hassle when it was like passports, because you can't really scan a passport. But this verification works with the passport, So and then like military IDs and stuff like that. So it's a lot easier now, and I never had an issue really ever. With anyone. And the few times that I've had to reach out to support, like if it's not the same person that ordered it, or if it's like a guy but a girl comes out, support just goes. As long as someone that's over 21 is there and you verify their ID, you're fine. That one was a little sketch when they told me that, but I never had any issue, So I would say at least try it. Worst case scenario, you don't like it, then you don't do them again. That's kind of like me being a hypocrite with like the whole grocery orders. When I see like a really nice paying order, I'm like, man, I'm tempted, but then I know myself and I'm not very good at it. But with alcohol, not only do they do a really good job of telling you like the aisle, what row it's at, all that stuff. But if you're buying the wrong thing, 9 times out of 10, the red card won't go through because the price is probably different, But again, I've never had any issues. You should just check it out, try it. You can get if you're probably missing out on some good orders. You never know. But anyways, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Just dropped off the last Total Wine order. That must be the most well-balanced order I've seen. The base pay was $6.50, and she tipped me I think $7 and some change, and it wasn't very far. And she didn't get like expensive wine. It was a lot of wine, but it wasn't very expensive. But super nice. I asked her. She did confirm that the Snoop Dogg wine is really good. So if you guys are wine people, check it out. I'm not a wine person, to be honest, but maybe I might be, and I just don't know it, Anyways, currently making my way back to the town center here. Currently sitting at 151 with 32 cents. So guys, sorry, it keeps sliding. We need $100 right now. Well, technically 110 if we want to, make up for yesterday. But to hit 250, we're basically already, down the stretch, in the fourth quarter, if you will. Going down for the game-winning field goal or the game-winning touchdown. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not sure. But we'll see you guys in the next order here from BGR. And honestly, it was really iffy on this because last time I came here, I had to wait like 20 minutes. The order isn't very big, and it's only going 1.4 miles away. Now, I'm really going to ask the people that are working, how long is it going to take if it's not ready? And I'm going to be like, hey, man, just give me the real number. Worst case scenario for you, I unassigned it, someone else shows up. Like, someone's going to take that food, but I'm not trying to wait for way too long. So anyways, currently 5:05 right now. It's supposed to be there at 5:08. So, I mean at 5:18, sorry. It's supposed to be ready by 5:10. I'm about 3 minutes away, so we'll let you know. After doing that drop off, it was just 6:25. And BGR, I only waited 2 minutes, so you know, I guess they're back on my good side. But anyways, then I got this order here from Chipotle showing 6:25. I just picked it up. It's in the back seat, and I swear, man, the guys at Chipotle are spoiling me. So you know what? I went there to get some chips because when I just eat these chips, that way they hold me until I have dinner. You know, so I don't want to spend any money when I'm dashing. And they gave me a discount. You know, so I wasn't expecting anything. You know, last time they gave it to me for free. This time they gave it to me for 50% off. So you know, shout out to them. But we're about 5 minutes away from the drop off. We'll see you guys then. Just dropped that off. Ended up being $6.25. Not a problem. Then I got this order from the Silver Diner. I think it was showing $7, 6 items, 3 miles. I'm taking it more for the items. I feel like it's, you know, a high ticket item, which could be a higher tip, you know. And honestly, I don't know how to describe why I took this order. I mean, the miles are not bad either, and it's mostly just a straight line. But I just have a good feeling about it. Maybe that's just it. I have a good vibe, you know. I'm all about the vibes. Anyways, I'm pulling up to the Silver Diner now, but we are currently sitting at $163.82. So even if we don't have anything on top, after this we'll be at $170 at least. We'll see you then. Food all picked up. They actually gave me a stack offer as I was walking into the Silver Diner, so we got that also picked up, and it was showing an additional 3 miles for like $6.50. You know, but honestly, I took it because that'll give me an order right away, so we can maximize our time. And I have a really good feeling about these orders. They're fairly large, both of them. So we'll see what happens when we get to the drop. First order dropped off. It was almost $12, which puts us at $175.35. So that was a really good first order. Now the second one, we're about 5 minutes away from that one. So we'll be there in about 5 minutes, and hopefully it has a big tip. And even if it doesn't, we'll at least do $20 between the two in about 20-25 minutes worth of work. So we'll take dropped off the second order, and ended up being $10.50. So I think between the two we did $22.50. So that's definitely big dub in my books, considering that it was just 2 random orders with Silver Diner. Look at this order: 17 items, 15.1 miles for $7.50. Oh, you can't even see that. Okay, there it is. $7.50. That's crazy. Not only is that not even in my zone, but who's gonna take that? Like, honestly. And that restaurant that's from, it's like super slow. It's one of those like boutique places. I'm not even sure why they even do DoorDash, to be honest. Alright guys, so currently 6:20 in the afternoon. We're sitting at $185.85. So we just need basically like, what, 50, 60, 65 more dollars? You know, so that's very much doable for sure. Probably by 8, maybe 8:30, maybe 9. I don't know, but we're doing it. I'm telling you, we're doing it today. We're going to get back on track for the goal. We'll see you guys on the next order. We have our next order. I just picked it up, and we took a huge risk going to On The Border because they're absolutely terrible. I walked in there, and honestly, I have no idea how my order was ready. Maybe it's been there for forever. Who knows? But there was like 5 other dashers. It was only showing 6:25, like 2 miles. So, you know, we're about 3 minutes away. And I took it because I hadn't gotten any offers since last checking in with you guys. So it's definitely a weird dinner. But I'm still, you know, in good spirits. So we're going to go get this dropped off. We'll see you. I delivered the latest order here from On The Border, and then it being $6.75. Then I'm taking this order that I just got here right now. I'm not going to put it in the screen. I'll put the screenshot, because if I put the screen, you guys are going to be like super blinded. Anyways, showing $6.25, 2 items, 1.8 miles. There's this order dropped off, and I cannot believe that I forgot today's Thursday, which means it's Thursday Night Football, which means places like Glory Days, Buffalo Wild Wings are packed, which means I had to wait for my order. Luckily, I only waited about 2 to 3 minutes, so no issue there. Then we dropped it off. I'm back at the town center, and I got this order here from Chipotle. It's a stack order, 2 orders for $11.25 for 3 miles. Ideally, I would not want to take this at nighttime, especially during dinner, but it's just really slow, and I know that I can knock this out in about 10 minutes or less, so let's go. So we just got both orders dropped off, and that ended up being $11.75 for both, which brings us to $210.60. We're currently back at the town center, hoping to get something. It's been super dead, or I get orders like this that are taking me like 2 zones away. Can you see the map? Look at that. It's awful. So I'm hoping to get something decent. I probably would take something that was in the double digits, even if the miles were higher, just because, You know, we want to finish. You know, I really want to finish, and DoorDash is not cooperating, giving me crappy orders. Anyways, guys, we'll see how long it takes to get another order. We'll probably stay out till 9:30 regardless to get as close as we can. You know, so I just got this order here from Papa John's. We're gonna go ahead and take it. It's showing $10 for 8 items for like 4 or 5 miles. I'm gonna take it mainly because it is $10, and I have a feeling that 8 items is a lot, so we could get something on top. But the biggest reason why I'm taking it is because I know Papa John's will be ready, so we can knock it out fairly quickly. So we just got the order dropped off, and to my surprise, 4 out of the 8 items ended up being extra pizza sauce. So we didn't get any. So you know, the order ended up being $10.35. So at least it has some cents on top. We're currently sitting at, let me see here, $220.70. So technically we need $29.30 more cents to hit the goal. Currently 8:20 at night, so we'll see if we can do it. As we have our next order here from Five Guys. It was shown at 6:25. I think it's 2 miles maybe. And ooh, look at that. And that's just what I was hoping would happen. They just sent me a stack here showing $6. I'll take a screenshot just in case you guys couldn't see it. And yeah, we'll definitely take that for sure. Bam. So I just added that to the list. And now you know, I'm sure most of you guys know, but whenever they give me stacks and they're next to each other, I don't mark the first one picked up until I have the second one picked up, because as a customer you'll get that notification saying that Dasher has the food. So it's like when I can just, you know, put in the app that I'm still waiting for the food, and they're not gonna know the difference, you know. So yeah, let me go get this picked up. We'll see you guys on the road. So just dropped off those 2 orders, and now we're currently sitting at $235 with 45 cents. And then I got this order from 7-Eleven. I haven't done a 7-Eleven order in a long time, but it was showing $6.25. I think it's 2 miles, so you know we can't pass that up, especially not right now when we're so close. Let me get this picked up. We'll see you guys on the road. Quick little update. So I just dropped off the last order here from 7-Eleven. It was a 12-pack of Natty Light, the spooky edition, so Halloween theme. And it was funny because in the comments he said, "Hey man, I broke my leg. Please leave it at the door. I don't want to keep you waiting." And I was like, "Oh man, that's so sketchy. You know, with alcohol, you don't want to get in trouble." You know, so I was fully prepared to, like, you know, call him and explain to him that no, he needs to be there and all that stuff. But I didn't need to. When I got to his apartment, he was out there hopping on one leg. So I believe him. And then I needed to verify the ID, and he needed to sign. I think that's only a 7-Eleven thing where they sign on your phone. But I mean, he seemed like he knew it, because he's like, "Yeah, do I need to sign? I sign sometimes I don't." So I'm like, "It says you need to sign." So he signed on my phone. And then yeah, and then right away I got this order from Mellow Mushroom, as you can see over there, and it's showing $6.25. It's like 3 miles. But honestly, yeah, I think after this order we're gonna be right there. Let me go pick this up. So you guys dropped off the order here from Mellow Mushroom, and it was only $6.25. We're currently at $248 with 45 cents. And as soon as I dropped that off, I got this order here from McDonald's showing $6.75, like 3.5 miles. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and take it and then finish out the day. 250 plus. Let's go. The last order here from McDonald's ended up being $6.75, which puts a grand total of today at $255 with 20 cents, which is awesome. On top of making the $250, we made an extra $5 to make out for the day before. So I think we're technically like $5 behind. If I'm not mistaken, we're sitting at like $745 for the week, which is awesome. You know, anyways, guys, thanks so much for coming along. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try and come out a little bit earlier, see if that makes any bit of a difference. But like I said, y'all be safe. Take care.